The Blueprint for Safe Enterprise AI Adoption. Why architecture must precede intelligence. Navigating the second mover advantage. A strategic guide to enterprise AI adoption in regulated markets. For the modern executive, 2024 and 2025 were defined by the fear of missing out, FOMO. Many rushed into generative AI deployments only to hit a wall of regulatory scrutiny and operational friction in 2026. However, if you are an enterprise AI adoption leader who has yet to scale, you are in a rare position of power. You have the second mover advantage, the ability to learn from the early adopters' mistakes and build a future-proof stack from day zero. The secret to successful enterprise AI adoption in industries like banking, healthcare, and insurance is not simply picking the most powerful large language model, LLM. It is about cohesion of integration. Instead of treating AI as a standalone brain, you must view it as one part of a three-layered architecture: intelligence, completion, and compliance. The fallacy of Phase 2. Governance. A common mistake in early AI projects was treating governance and workflow completion as Phase 2 problems. Leaders believed they could deploy a chatty bot today and figure out the compliance guardrails later. The data now proves this strategy is a multi-million-dollar liability. According to the 2026 Industry Benchmark Report, the hidden cost of AI workflow failure, the median regulated enterprise is carrying between $1.5 million and $3.4 million in annual AI workflow risk exposure. When you try to bolt on a compliance layer or a completion engine after your AI is already in production, you encounter three massive hurdles. Technical debt. You are forced to rewrite integrations and decision logic that was never designed to be interrupted by a mandatory compliance gate or an identity verification step. Regulatory exposure. You operate in a failure state, such as FM4, invisible compliance, while building the fix, accumulating potential fines every day in a high-stakes environment. The handoff tax. Your customer experience becomes fragmented because the conversational part of the journey isn't natively connected to the transactional part, leading to high drop-off rates and manual rework. Building the layered stack on day zero. To achieve sustainable enterprise AI adoption, leaders must evaluate the entire stack simultaneously. Integrating these layers together at the start of your journey reduces your development lifecycle and provides the regulatory shield needed to move fast without breaking things. The intelligence layer, the LLM. This is your engine of reasoning. It handles natural language and understands customer intent. The completion layer. This is the action layer. It takes the intent identified by the AI and moves it into a deterministic workflow, handling data entry, identity verification, and signatures required to finish the job. The compliance layer. This is your internal auditor. It ensures every action follows strict industry rules, like HIPAA, BSA/AML, or PCI, and logs the evidence for future audits. Learning from the hallucination tax. The industry has moved past the novelty of AI. We are now dealing with the hallucination tax, the tangible cost of AI errors that lead to compliance fines and lost customer trust. As we discussed in our previous blog, the 2026 mandate. Why workflow compliance is the secret to scaling regulated AI. Scaling is impossible without a deterministic completion framework. In regulated sectors, the stakes are non-linear. Whether it's the $4.3 billion in banking penalties from 2024 or the $9.48 million average cost of a healthcare breach, the cost of doing nothing regarding governance is staggering. By integrating completion and compliance into your enterprise AI adoption roadmap from the start, you ensure that every AI-initiated interaction reaches a completed, compliant, and auditable resolution. Solving failure. Mode 1. Unowned completion. The most common malfunction in current AI deployments is unowned completion, FM1. This occurs when a digital journey starts smoothly but stalls because the AI lacks the technical tools to execute a regulated action, like e-signing a mortgage document or verifying a patient's identity. When completion is unowned, the customer is left in limbo, and the enterprise is left with a partially processed transaction that requires expensive human intervention. A layered approach ensures that there is never a gap between the AI's conversation and the final submit button. Conclusion: don't buy a brain without a nervous system. The transition to agentic AI offers unprecedented efficiency, but it requires a sophisticated foundation. If you are currently planning your enterprise AI adoption roadmap, don't just ask what the AI can say. Ask how the entire stack will execute, govern, and defend every action. Integrating these layers today ensures that you won't be paying the hallucination tax tomorrow. You will have built not just an AI tool, but a resilient architecture capable of thriving under the 2026 regulatory hammer. Assess your architecture's vulnerability before you scale. Don't guess on your risk exposure. Use our diagnostic tool to see how much a layered strategy can save your organization in potential risk. Calculate your number at codn.callvu.com.